Hey y'all, it's Troll 9002. I come to you this morning with a story I think is short, but I guess we'll see as I didn't finish writing it on print anyway. The rest of it's all in my head. I just want you guys to get to know me a little better and maybe see how this works for me. The squirrel moments and the figuring out where to go, where the dirt road stops and the pavement starts. This story is inspired by the space hurricane that was all over Facebook the other day. The information that was in the article was a little dicey and incomplete to me, but the post said it had been seen in 2014, and it was the one and only space hurricane that had ever been observed. And guess where it was observed? Over the North Pole. Can you believe it? And one hasn't been seen since. At least that's what the article said. The picture that was with it looked amazing, and I did a screenshot of it. Here's what it looks like. That there, folks, is a space hurricane. So let's dive right into the story. So the hurricane happened over the North Pole. We know the big guy lives there, and we also know his helpers live there. It's not a big story, but one night there was a head elf that was having a retirement party. Ava had been head elf for hundreds of years, and she loved every minute of it. Always was inspiring to her fellow worker elves, and she never sat on her bottom until the work was done. Ava never drank hot chocolate. Her co-workers never understood why, and she always had some excuse not to drink it. But we wouldn't learn why until the night of the retirement party. It was the day before St. Patrick's Day. Ava hadn't planned a retirement party, but her people loved her so much that it just kind of came together. The elves were sad to see her go, but they were anxious to see who was going to take her place. There was a lot of noise and chatter about who was worthy to be head elf. Ava couldn't wait to be done for the day. The last day of having a schedule to go from that to being able to do whatever else she wanted to be weird. But she wanted to start that weirdness with her own time. And she still wanted to live at the North Pole, so it's not like she had to move. If there was something else she wanted to do other than work, she could do it. The day of the surprise party, Ava walked into the workshop where no one was around, which was odd, as everyone was supposed to be working. Huh, she said. Hello? Where is everybody? She turned to walk out when all of a sudden, like ants coming for food, out of every nook and cranny, all her friends and family came out hollering, "Surprise!" And then the main man himself came from upstairs hollering, "Ho, ho, ho." Oops. I mean, surprise! It was only March, so the ho 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 really wasn't appropriate. Tears streaming down Ava's face, tears of happiness, she jumped back in, surprise. The elves that had been planning this party for so long that Ava had no idea about it. So it caught her by surprise. She freaked out a little bit as she didn't get what was happening yet. And through all the confusion and sudden fun, she was handed a cup of hot chocolate. And on adrenaline alone, she chugged it. Just chugged it. And when she finally came to her senses and realized what she had done, she ran around the room looking for an escape. It was only going to be a few minutes or so before something bad was going to happen. Not to anyone else but Ava, but something bad was going to happen. You see, Ava was lactose intolerant. And when you drink milk or hit a lot of dairy in a short amount of time, your body kind of lets you know. So she was running around freaking out and found an exit to go out of, and she headed for it. And just as she got there, the big man wanted to talk to Ava and wish her well. And so she tried to calm herself. All she wanted to do was get back to her little hut, to the bathroom. But she calmed herself and listened for a minute, then excused herself and ran for the exit yet again. This time she was successful. But, as they say, so close, but yet so far. When out on the lawn there arose, oh no, not clatter, but poor Ava had hit the snow with some really dark matter. It planted so deep in the snow it did. Then it rose up to the sky, you won't believe me, but it did. None of the others were wiser to what happened, but the smell, you wouldn't believe, she just blamed it on the reindeer pen. Ava finished running home to shower and change, and just as she stepped out, there were electrons and nanos coming down from the sky like rain. Most of the elves thought it was the northern lights. As for Ava herself, she knew that wasn't right. She couldn't believe she had gotten away with the poop of doom. It happened she had to get back to the party really soon. The hurricane ended up hanging out for at least 8 days, raining plasma green smog. Ava turned the snow green, and it tangled up with the magnetic field into an 8-hour hurricane wad. But Ava had a blowout party, you can be assured of that. And she'll never forget her moment in the snow that caused a space hurricane that looked like it was stirred by a cat. Ava had a wonderful life. In fact, she's still alive and kicking. Her only words of advice before she left the room again were, never trust a fart. You can't just trust them. And if you do trust the fart and you're wrong, just keep living. The end. I know it was short, but I started freaking out. I hope this story is just out of this world as the actual hurricane itself. I'll post the space link with the info on the space hurricane in the description below. This one has a little more info in it. I hope you enjoyed this short, outlandish story. I put it together earlier this week before I left from work for my voluntold days off. Good news on that front, guys. Thanks to your prayers and the fact that they missed me way too much, I'm finally getting my hours back. Let me know what you think of the story. Let me know if you noticed what I did there. Let me know if you like my hair. Is it different? Did you notice? What do you think of the new look? Think I could pass for St. Patrick's Day? Well, I had to air out my wig anyway. Don't forget to spring forward next weekend. I'll give you a reminder then too. Have a great Monday morning, y'all. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down or both. Well, don't do both. They don't let you do that. Who knows why? Subscribe if you dare. Comment if you feel like it. Don't bother if you don't wanna. Please. Please, please. Keep it clean. Okay? Anyway, so I guess we'll catch you on the next page turn. Anyway. Good night, good day, and good morrow. Troll 9002 out.